Man. I mean, we got it on Facebook. So
Darius.
It's struggling.
It's okay. It's okay. You get one pass. That's all you get. So you better be ready for the rest of the show. All right. So that's all I'm saying. So Kermit.
Yeah.
Y'all took up the first time.
I've seen. So it was emotional. Like you could tell it was a hard decision for him. If you go watch the video, Elijah Campbell tweeted it out from Sidelines Internet. He tweeted it out. You can tell it was a hard decision for him. He had to think about it, but he brought up a good point: is that it took Ole Miss to get him to leave, to get him to leave Murfreesboro. It took him getting a grade up. So that means a couple years ago when the Memphis job opened up, that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So that wasn't enough. The Tennessee job wasn't enough. He needed the Ole Miss job. He needed a job of that caliber. And my prediction for him down there is within 2 years, he's going to have them from laughingstock to top 4. With that pipeline of recruits being in the Mid-South area where you've got Memphis literally like 3 or 4 hours away.
Yeah.
There's no telling what recruits he could possibly get.
I was honestly surprised though, because with him being a Mississippi State guy and his dad coaching at Mississippi State, the rivalry, I guess it doesn't mean anything to him, but it was it was interesting to see that.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. When I heard that. I was like, why, if you're a Mississippi State guy, would you go there? But he came out and also said that like he's got a lot of Ole Miss friends. Yeah. And his I think he said his parents live 40 minutes away from Oxford.
Yeah, 45.
And they're both in their 80s. So
yeah.
I think one of them said that like that's probably
his dad had I think pneumonia a couple years ago when they played Michigan State. I think it was pneumonia. It wasn't leukemia. I don't know why I wanted to say leukemia. That's something that if you're that old, you don't make it back now. But
yeah.
I think he said he was struggling with some pneumonia back a couple years ago. So I mean, it's a chance for him to be closer to a lot of his family. His sister and her family also live in that area. I think so.
Family.
Family ties, and it's a chance to coach in an SEC program. Yeah, and he's going to get paid a lot.
I mean, as much as it hurts to see him go, you know, it's one of those things where it's like he's done so much for MTSU that it's like he deserves a big shot somewhere because you know he's going to go there and do well, and he's going to improve his career and his resume. And you know, I think it's fair to say we all appreciate everything he's done. There's no hard feelings. It just sucks that he's leaving. You know. So
I'm not bitter, but you know, it's a hard pill to swallow. He's always been, like I said, Reggie said he's been a great interview. I've had to interview him a couple times. He's probably one of the nicest people on staff that I probably talked to.
I said this. One of my greatest stories is one of my best stories from interviewing him is from November, right before the season started. And I was talking to him, thanked him for his time, and he stopped me as soon as I stopped the recording. He said, "Hey, so when do you graduate?" And I told him, I'm supposed to graduate. Man, he started talking to me. We talked for about probably 4 or 5 minutes straight, off the record, just about me. I was like, I've never had anybody, any coach, player, staff member, anybody I've ever interviewed ever asked me about myself. So the fact that he took his time to say that, and I told him, thanks, coach, at the end of it, he said, oh, you can call me Kermit.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing.
That's one of the coolest things.
He just seems like
it's one of the coolest things I think I've ever had happen to me in an interview. So he gets to go, he gets to make his money, he gets to coach at a good program. I mean, they're not for football team ain't doing much, so I mean,
they got sanctions.
So he gets to go into a chance. He gets a chance to turn around a program, and for what he did here, all you can do is say,
I like it, but yeah, he deserves it. Like I said, honestly, like the family aspect, that's sort of what makes me like, you can't be mad at him if he's going for family.
Yeah.
So I mean, just imagine if he hears something and he has to go to Mississippi, he has to drive 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just to get there when he could be 45 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
That's enough for me. Just like that's probably the most important reason.
I agree.
And he's going to coach the rest of the NIT, so it's not like he's just leaving now. He's going to cocoach the rest of the NIT.
Apparently, according to Wikipedia, they already had left the open.
Okay, so we have a funny story about that. So we were coming back from Frisco, Texas. They had him listed as the head coach of Ole Miss on like this past Sunday.
Like on Selection Sunday. He was listed as Ole Miss.
That's crazy.
Like before the selection show.
Wikipedia called it.
Wow. Everything already changed to blue.
Now.
That's crazy.
2018 present, like dang. Couldn't even let the man get about it.
Like, we moved on fast.
Man.
So I guess another layer to this kind of discussion is where do we go from here? Because he's kind of like the foundation of MTSU men's basketball. So obviously he's leaving, and we respect him and we thank him for everything he's done. But at the same time, we do have to move on.
Rick's got to coach both.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, so there was an interesting article by the D&J. They've already released like their super early like coaching list of like who could potentially fill it. And there's a couple interesting ones. One of the ones is Andy Kennedy, the guy that stepped down from the Ole Miss job.
Oh man,
which he didn't really recruit much in my opinion. So I don't think him. But I think there's two names instead. Keep an eye on. One is Dana Ford at TSU. One's Dana Ford. He's like 33, and me and Elijah both love him. Like he's a cool, awesome interview. Really smart and intelligent for a guy who's so new to head coaching job. So there's that. I'd also look at Casey Alexander at Lipscomb because you have to ask, okay, not only can I get paid more at MT, your ceiling's a little bit higher. Mm-hmm. He has reached Lipscomb's ceiling of making the NCAA tournament. You're not going to beat anybody. Mm-hmm. I hope he's not up there watching, but they're not beating North Carolina. If they do, then I'll eat my bracket, like literally.
I'll print it out and then
I'll print it out and literally eat it. Like so, he's reached his ceiling. Mm-hmm. I think Middle Tennessee gives him a chance. Like, okay, if we keep these recruits coming in, we keep Ty Fagan, we keep Carlos Curry, we keep Sean Davidson, we keep them coming in, we can maybe make a run to the Sweet 16. Maybe get hot like Butler and make a run to the Final Four. That could happen. Lipscomb, no, you're not getting higher than 13 seed.
Fair enough.
I think that's a good point on Rusty's part right there. Good point, my man's Rusty. So yeah, I mean, I think that what? I gotta give him some love. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's what you were saying.
I feel ashamed.
I do.
So yeah, I guess y'all have anything else? Just like little stuff y'all want to mention? Anything in particular before we get into good, bad, ugly? No. Nothing funny. All right, well here I found something kind of funny. I didn't realize this. LeBron has not played in a 82-game season until this year.
Wow.
In his entire career, he's never played.
Because he could get rested.
Yeah. He's always full of rest.
He's never played an entire
season. And I know he's had sometimes where he's been hurt. He's had some like minor injuries. He's missed like a week.
Yeah.
That's wow.
I know.
That astounds me.
Yeah.
That actually does.
I know. I was like, there's no way that's true. Like he's a warrior. He plays every game.
Yeah, majority of those were rest more than him actually being hurt. Yeah. But another thing, staying in Cleveland, Joe Thomas retired.
Oh man.
And
he had that streak.
He had that 10,000 something streak in him. And they kept bringing it up like every single week.
Yeah.
So it almost felt like they jinxed him this year to get hurt. But another thing, I sent it to y'all. The Cleveland Browns, when Joe Thomas was there, never started off 1-0. Never.
Wow.
And I was just like,
that's crazy.
And they went.
Oh my! Hold on. Wait. Okay. Who was it? Oh man. All right. Carlos Hyde. He tweeted like 3 years ago. He literally said Cleveland sports are trash. LOL. Somebody pulled that tweet up and like posted it with the article and was like, "You got some explaining to do," and I was rolling.
That's incredible.
That's the best thing.
I was I forgot to send it to y'all because I was going to, but I was stuck in class or something. I was literally laughing so hard in class. It was great.
Funny.
Yeah.
oh, man.
How are you gonna do that, Carlos? That better yet, I've got that one reserved. That's my ugly. There you go. So y'all can skip me in the ugly round because that was bad. That was really bad. So
you don't do that.
All right, go ahead. Start it off.
All right, so for my good, there's a lot I wanted to go with, especially, but I'm definitely taking the biased approach here. The Chicago Bears and free agency.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely dominated it.
Allen Robinson.
Getting Allen Robinson, Trey Burton will wind up filling in, hopefully.
My man Kyle Fuller.
Maybe a poor man's Travis Kelce or Zach Ertz, hopefully. You know. Let's be a shade of one of those guys. I don't even care if it's just an arm. Then you want to hopefully Cody Parkey ends up being a good kicker. I mean, he ain't had a kicker since Robert Gold. And then, like I said, Kyle Fuller re-signed and Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah.
Man's fast as lightning. So he's saying he's the fastest man on the team. I like to see him run with Tariq Cohen.
Or Kevin White. Kevin White can move too.
We don't hope so. He's got two metal rods in his leg.
He ran like a 4.4.
Man, the game ran like a 4.27 at the time.
Okay, what do you want?
I know that. This was years ago. Taylor Gabe was like 27 now.
Yeah, I know Taylor Gabe was fast. I didn't know like he was that much faster than Kevin White.
Put it on Twitter like that. 4.27, 4.81.
4.27.
Yeah.
That's like John Ross.
That's impressive.
That's almost CJ2K. That's
No,
crazy.
yeah.
Well, no, that's faster than CJ2K.
No, he ran 4.24.
Y'all see what he was wanting to, well, not wanting to come back, but
Yeah,
That's not happening.
No.
it ain't definitely would be.
Be interesting, yeah.
I think he would, if he wants to retire, I think he's retired.
What do you think his 40 time is now?
About a good 70.
Well,
Well, it depends. How fast can he roll the wheelchair?
Yeah, I don't know. I would have
Is that with or without the walker?
It's got to be like 4.8,
or
4.9.
something.
Yeah.
Nah, he's definitely fast.
I said 4.
I'll say 4.6. I'll say
4.6 is
4.6.
fair.
I think 4.6, 4.55 is fair.
That's fair enough. Yeah, for quick.
Who knows? Maybe he stays in good shape. I don't know. Maybe he has.
Right.
That's
Maybe
true.
it's just been the way he's been used.
Never know.
Saw you.
I already know. Not one.
I don't have anything.
The Jordan Force, my bad.
So if you want me to,
Nah,
Jordan
no.
Lewis.
that was actually gonna be my good, but I can't.
No, you can go ahead.
So my good of the week, I didn't show y'all or tell y'all. I don't think so.
No.
But while I was in Texas, I got to meet Jordan Lewis. If y'all don't know who that
That's
is,
cool.
one of the coming out of last year, I think he was one of he was Michigan's best cornerback that we've had
I think he was.
in a while.
I think he was top 10 in Kuiper's.
Yeah, as far as cornerbacks. Yeah, but he played for the Cowboys. That was probably like the story how I got to meet him was honestly pretty funny. Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell us. Tell them. I was there.
Yeah. so we were there. Yeah, that's me. But yeah, so we were talking. What's the guy's name? Eddie. Okay, so it was me, Rusty, Elijah, and we met this guy named Eddie there, and he does like all the media stuff for SMU. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but he said he also works for the Cowboy Stadium, AT&T.
Jerry World.
Jerry World, yeah,
Right.
Jerry World Jr. basically. But so he was like, "All right, man, Jordan, I'll see you." I was like, "I don't know who that is," because at one
My
point,
name's not Jordan.
my name's not Jordan. And then because he was walking backwards, so I almost saw the back of his head. So he was like, "Yeah, that's Jordan Lewis." I was like, "That name sounds like Jordan Lewis." I was like, "You talking about Jordan Lewis?" Jordan Lewis? He's like, "Yeah, for the Cowboys." I was like, "The one that went to Michigan, my favorite school." I probably hit like a CJ2K for it, like chasing him down. Yeah. The interaction was sort of odd. I said, "Hey, I don't want to seem like a fanboy, but I'm a huge Michigan fan. Can you take a picture of me?" He did it. So
I was there.
And Rusty took the photo.
You gotta post it.
I gotta post it yet.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't post it that night.
Yeah, what?
I think because it was late that night, nobody did it. But then I forgot to post it the whole day because of
It was late.
It was like
You know you were up playing Fortnite.
I was.
He was on my headphones.
I gotta get back on Fortnite now. Drake killed it.
Hold on.
Ninja killed
Hold on. Yeah, you can get it. All right, so my good, we gotta praise the almighty John Robinson.
Yes.
Just saying. I mean,
Yeah,
come
bro.
on. Like,
No. You gotta praise Logan Ryan. John Robinson.
John Robinson was
He was at Vanderbilt, man. Like, that's not even in it.
It's the golden nice.
Speed, so I was like, that's Vanderbilt. It was at Vanderbilt. No, praise Logan Ryan for this.
Logan Ryan finessed it. I'll give him that. Like, I don't know. I think John Robinson was looking at the draft at Vandy or something, but Vandy doesn't have anybody in the draft that I'm worried
I
about.
think he was more trying to figure out Casey, man. You trying to get a deal going.
Yeah.
You trying to come to Tennessee?
Like, trying to bring out this deal. We'll get rid of it.
I don't know what happened, but I think John Robinson had some kind of hand in all this. I'll give it to Logan Ryan too. He made a big play. But J-Rob is the man. Like, we can talk so much trash about the Titans. Anybody can talk trash about them all they want, but y'all don't have a J-Rob. I promise you, y'all don't have a J-Rob. Yeah. J-Rob is killing it.
Mhm.
And he has killed it since day one, since he got here. So I love my man J-Rob. I trust him. He's done a great job with us. I'm happy we got him. And I'm looking forward to the near future because he's going to take us to the promised lands. So, yeah, that's mine. Thank you, J-Rob.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm gonna keep mine local like I did the last time I was here. MT smacking the crap out of Vermont on Tuesday and showing the selection committee who they left out.
Mhm.
First of all, for those who don't know, MT, not only was it disrespectful they didn't get in, MT was then disrespected further by the NIT committee by being given a 3 seed.
By
being given a 3 seed, which means they weren't even close.
They were a bubble.
Was the loss to Southern Miss bad? Yes. Can I name you teams that deserve to be more over them? Yes. Oklahoma was not one. Syracuse was not one. Syracuse was not one. Arizona State, despite having good wins, was not one. So when they went and beat Vermont using an 18-0 run in the third quarter, that's right. The NIT is testing out quarters in men's college basketball now, which it should be doing anyways, and I think that it flowed better. MT used an 18-0 run that was finished by Antoine Johnson nearly murdering a man on a potential poster. He's going to land one of these days on somebody that's going to be over. But that showed the committee that should have showed the committee like, hey, these guys probably should have been in and should have been playing Rhode Island. They played Louisville on Sunday, and I'll get more on that in a minute. I think right now they should be the favorites to win that game. MT should be. So that's my good man.
All right, so for my bad, I kind of have it ties in together. My bad goes to the Arizona Cardinals. For one, signing Sam Bradford to a $20 million.
Yep.
A $20 million 1-year contract. And 2, signing Mike Glennon to be his backup. So 1, why are you signing Sam Bradford for $20 million? And why are you bringing in Mike Glennon as your backup quarterback? Mike Glennon proved that he can't play QB in the NFL.
He's a giraffe.
He's a giraffe. We got memes all over the place. Ain't Napoleon Dynamite. And Sam Bradford is the most overpaid quarterback in the history of the NFL of a bum quarterback. He has made he will be making $134 million after this season. And this is his second highest contract.
$20 million.
Sam Bradford is legit the reason why the NFL stopped giving up these big contracts to these rookies.
Yeah.
Bradford has had how many ACL or season-ending surgeries?
Yeah.
Why does Sam Bradford keep?
I don't know what they're thinking down there. I have no idea. Like, Sam Bradford is finessing the entire league whenever he gets a contract deal.
And then with Philly, the Vikings gave up 2 first-round draft picks for Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
And the Vikings are still reaping the benefits of that because they got a 4th-round pick they're not going to have this year because Sam Bradford and Bradford's gone. And now they have Kirk Cousins, who is a full guaranteed contract now. So now I think we should have guaranteed contracts in the NFL, but for Kirk Cousins to be the first one, so much is shocking that Steph Curry being the first MVP to be unanimous.
Right. Crazy. My bad.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah. Arizona Cardinals and Sam.
You could actually probably extend off.
I actually could. But I'm not. My bad is going to be ESPN's media of the NBA draft.
Are you talking about DB? No, never mind. My bad.
No,
okay. Well, that was bad too.
The only reason why I'm saying this is because they put up a post, and I don't know if you've seen me comment on it. I commented on like 3 times. The Grizzlies have the worst record in the NBA.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
They had the Grizzlies picking 2nd or 3rd in the article.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Based on what?
It's the lottery.
The record doesn't matter as much as it used to.
Yeah.
But
that puts their chances high.
But for current projections, the Grizzlies should have in that list. They should have had the #1 overall.
They should. Yeah, they should.
For the current,
I think it was.
I hate the way
it's all projections, but in that story, it should have been the 1st overall.
It should because the Grizzlies have lost
about 18 straight games.
18 straight.
Now it'll be 19 or 20 tonight.
God.
Yeah.
They've won 19 games.
No, they lost.
They are on a losing streak. They have lost in this losing streak the same amount of games that they've won.
That's what I'm saying. They've won 19 games this year.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
And I say
but I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. That's why I didn't put the Grizzlies as my bad, but it was that hard.
Bombing for Bagley.
But
I like it.
Another thing is, like I listen to Chicago radio a lot, and the draft is in Chicago, and so they had some ESPN analysts on themselves. They were like, Chicago, don't worry about it because they rigged the lottery a lot. Like Cleveland's won it like they won it like 3 out of the 4 years.
Yeah.
They got that bum that was from Canada, Anthony Bennett, got Kyrie, they got LeBron. I mean, they've had that pick a lot, and
Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins. So they're like, it's in Chicago. Chicago probably does not have to worry about anything. They're probably gonna end up with the top 3 just because it's in that city. So the lottery, I can't stand the lottery in general. I don't know why they don't do it by losing record. I'm guessing because they play so many games. But
Now, I will say this: the new way they're doing it is the top 3 are going to be ping pong balls. The next 4 to 14 and on are considered by record. So the Grizzlies' literal, they won't finish the worst record. Their literal worst case scenario is the 4th overall pick. And that's not bad because you'll end up getting a guy like a Jaren Jackson or a Marvin Bagley there. You'll get
That's true.
And another thing, like NBA, they hate tanking because they find Mark Cuban because he went on a podcast. They sent a message to the Bulls saying, yeah, you guys can't be doing. You need to play Robin Lopez and some shooting guard. I'm like, who's Robin Lopez and anybody? Why does he need to play? Every other team in their moment is tanking that's not making it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Because they know how good this draft is.
So that'd be part of my bad too. The NBA and the lottery.
In the lottery.
All right. Well, you're good. So, like, the past few years, for a while, let me just set this straight. For a few years, when I was, like, maybe 8 or 9, I was really big into hockey for a long time. Yeah. And then there was a gap where the Preds were just so bad that I was like, man, I can't keep up with it. Yeah. And then I started getting really heavy into football, and that's when this started. But here in the past, like, 3 to 4 years, I've been trying to get back into hockey. And the past 2 years, I've been getting really into hockey. My dad is Andrew Cobb. That hit on Calais Yarncroke was horrible. And he's out for the rest of the regular season now. Yeah, he is. They confirmed that yesterday. Ooh. That's horrible. Have you seen the hit?
I have not seen it.
Okay, a lot of people were saying, oh, it wasn't that bad. That's a debatable call. If it's a debatable call, it's probably a dirty hit. It's that simple. Yeah. And I'm not worried about it. I think the Preds are going to be fine. But losing somebody like Yarncroke does hurt because he's very fast and he can score. And he's pretty consistent. So, yeah, that made me real mad because I was listening to the radio when I heard it. I didn't watch it, but I heard it. Mm-hmm. And I heard it, and they were like, oh, that might not be good. And then, of course, they said he stayed down. Yeah, he's got it on video right there. It was horrible. So, yeah. It should.
Yeah, I think it's playing.
He killed him. And it was a late hit, too. Real late.
Yeah.
Because by the time he hit him, the puck was already at the other guy's stick. Like, he had already received the pass from Cali. So that was what was crazy to me was it was so late, and people were still debating whether it was a dirty hit or not. It clearly was. So, yeah. Also, I hate the Jets. So, there's that.
yeah. No reason to pick them on.
So from one team that someone hates to another, I love a chance to rag on Western Kentucky. I love a chance to rag on them. So here's the thing, man. Marshall's got a bottom 20 defense in the country in basketball, college basketball. They are horrible.
Sure.
Their defense is absolutely horrible. So tell me how Western Kentucky, whose offense is as efficient as they are, one of the most efficient in the conference and almost in the nation, how do you shoot 35% against that?
Man.
You don't know what Marshall shot to beat them? 36%.
Wow.
Literally less than, if you go by the digits, less than a full percent more, 0.9% more than that. The difference in this game, WKU, 5 of 16 from 3. John Elmore by himself for Marshall, 7 of 13.
Wow.
He carried them in this game. Western out-rebounded them by 10. They lost because they couldn't make anything against one of the nation's worst defenses, whose point guard literally couldn't stay in front of me. Let that sink in. So, that's my bad.
That's true. That was a good game, but I ain't gonna lie, I shouldn't have been like that.
I want to be quick.
But
I got a package I got to pick up before 6, and it's 5:41.
Yeah, you're good.
I was trying to make it faster.
You're good.
There's another signee. They got Aaron Lynch from the 49ers.
Oh, wow.
He's back with Big Fangio. But anyway, my ugly, and I don't take this as actually ugly. It's actually a good ugly. The Titans secondary.
Yes.
That thing is going to be a monster.
Yeah.
Malcolm Butler, we already spoke on earlier. Adoree Jackson, Logan Ryan, Kevin Byard, and whatever you think about Cyprian. I mean, he is what it is. But
that secondary girl.
Secondary.
Blake Bortles has to face that twice a year.
Yep.
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Blake Bortles gonna be throwing ducks. I'm waiting for it. Oh man, I'm so happy. I can't wait. Memes are gonna be made all the time.
Walking trash can.
Yep. I've got that like copyrighted, by the way. I made that. That was mine. Yeah.
Oh man.
So
yeah, that's my ugly. Titans secondary is gonna be pretty nasty this year.
Yeah.
So my ugly is really more funny, to be honest. I can't think of the guy's name, but it was the DB they had to draft. And I think it was the DBs or wide receivers, but it's the video
Oh, I know
that me
what
and
you're
Rusty
talking
keep
about.
playing over and over. This guy made a meme of himself. I can't remember his name, but they were doing the catching drills. I think it was like you catch left, you catch right, and you run.
I didn't know that was the cheater.
That is memeable. That's memeable.
Terry Johnson. Terry Johnson.
Terry, well, he gets my ugly of the week.
That was
He was shaking
That
it
was
too
hilarious.
at the beginning.
But he did come back and he caught the rest
It's
of them.
literally the meme is like Saturday, Sunday,
Monday.
That
That was hilarious.
funny.
That was real funny.
Yeah.
But another ugly is something that Jason said. How did Jax get all this money? It seems like they keep signing.
I think they've got some Swiss bank accounts or something. Like,
Probably do.
I don't know what's going on.
They moving stuff on the water. You know they got that owner who's
He's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
he's
Well, fine. My ugly, you know what? The Jacksonville Jaguars. You know why? Because they've won 2 off seasons in a row, investing in all these players, and they get swept in the regular season.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, don't throw at Kevin Byard. That's all I'm saying. Because it is bad for you, Blake Bortles.
He walking back.
Okay. So MTSU's got Louisville this Sunday.
Hey.
Little did you know, Louisville literally doesn't want to be there. So in the NIT, it is up to the players as far as if they accept the bid. Louisville voted as unanimous as a team to not play, and administration is forcing them to play. How? They are forcing them to play, and here is the quote from Jeff Greer of the Courier-Journal. Louisville's players are emotionally exhausted from a trying, tumultuous 6 months that culminated with the devastation of not being included in the NCAA tournament bracket in Sunday's reveal.
Man.
My man, I feel you, but MT deserved it more.
That's hilarious.
That is sad to me that a team that is literally under investigation by the FBI said, you know what? We think we're good enough for the NCAA tournament, but we know we're 20-13. We know we're 9-9 in our conference, but we deserve it.
No, man.
You don't. MT by 15.
That's crazy.
Calling it now. MT by 15.
All right. Well, that went really well with the squad. You know, I enjoy it. I always love having Rusty on with us. Great guy. My man's. Great with my homies, my best friends. What's up? My best friends. My best friends. Yep. 65 South Sports number 9.
Number 9. Shout out to Stephen Gould. Hey, come to the Murphy Center tonight.
Niners winning.
We played
Tyler by
Tigers.
15.
If we actually lose by 600. But hey, shout out to Elroy, the boy, who actually giving me a wristband and a button today. He's actually giving me a shirt too. Yeah. Shout out to Spartan Nation, man. Go ahead. Spartan
What are
Nation.
you doing?
Hey, I got it. That was honestly, that should have been my good.
Whoa.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Next time, man. We got time.